Okay, so I'm going to upload my first tarot card reading ever, so I'm super excited. I'm going to do a love reading. It's going to be for the collective. It's going to be a 6-card reading. I already cleared the space, and I have a white candle lit for purity. I'll do 10. Yeah, so I'll do the same, do 10. So that's fine. I gotta go with what it's telling me to do. Okay, and one clarifier at the top is the full reversed. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a message from a loved one to you, and then we're going to move from there. So a message to a loved one from you, a message to a loved one from you, a message to a loved one to you, a message from a loved one to you. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life, okay? So new beginnings. And the second one will be sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred, okay? So those are 2 different ones that we got. I typically do 1, but let's do 2. And then I'm going to just tell you what the cards mean to me, okay? So basically, there's someone that you're trying to offer your love to, and they're still stuck on the past. They're clearly still stuck on the past. Maybe they had 3 bad relationships in the past, and you're trying to give them a new offer, and they're just tired and upset about what happened in the past. However, it's the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So basically, it's showing that this person will come back around. You just have to give them time. There has been time of a lot of conflict. This is the 5 of Wands reverse. Lots and lots and lots of conflict. And the person just feels like they're just a hangman at this point. Like they're just hanging. But they're trying to come into their Swords energy. So they're trying to come into the Ace of Swords energy. And they're trying to stay strong, move forward with grace. But they just feel like whatever position that they was playing with the Hierophant in reverse, whatever position that they was playing, they're just basically saying to themselves like I did too much. I did way too much for this person. You know, I came through, I did my best, and this person just took advantage of every single thing I've ever done for them. So this person is basically a sourpuss, okay? He or she is a sourpuss energy right now, to the point where the Empress is even in reverse. So they're not trying to put in any energy. They're pissed off right now. That's why it says, you know, honor and treasure relationship, because it's sacred and that's how they feel. But at the end of the day, somebody did that to them and made them feel like they had to say that, because what's understood need to be said, right? But clearly they had to say that. And imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving in the light, creating room for new opportunities. So they do want new opportunities, but at the end of the day, somebody was violated. The Page of Swords, they got their guards up. As you can see, the guards just up. But they still basking in their glory and still basking in who they are. They're not depressed, but they just still are holding their guards up. That fell down. And as far as the Star energy, so they're ready to pour in a new cup. But they spent a lot of money on this person, and that's why they're holding their coin like that. Like whoever this was literally drained their bank account, probably more than likely was with a narcissist. And they just felt like they were the fool. They just felt like they were the fool the whole entire time. And it's like, you got to give this person some time to basically heal. So that way they can even consider moving forward with this offer that you're trying to give them. So now we're gonna actually I want to be able to clarify how long when is the Wheel of Fortune going to actually happen? Meaning that when are they going to actually come forward and actually give you a new start, okay? Or even be willing to get a new start, okay? So let's clarify that. Ooh, 2 cards came out, but I'm not ready for that yet. Let's clarify how many weeks. How many weeks is it going to take for this person to... How many weeks? How many weeks is it going to take for this person to be able to finally bury their insecurities with their last 3 relationships and move forward? How many weeks? How many weeks? I don't want to actually... I need a clear answer, so let one fly out. I need one to actually fly out. I want a clear answer for this because whoever this is, if you're going to be waiting... The least you can get is a clear answer, like, okay. So it's going to take 6 weeks. So the Justice card came out before they have some type of justice. So it's going to take 6 weeks. So if you're willing to wait 6 weeks, I would say 6 weeks is a pretty long time. It's like a month. That's like a month and like 2 weeks. So what I would do is just give this person some time. Give him space. Give him or her space. So give him or her like 2 weeks space for them to start feeling like you're slipping away, so you can turn the tables around and make them think, well, shit, I better start moving on this person, because regardless of my insecurities, it seems like this person is slipping away and she is not really staying around waiting for, twiddling their thumbs waiting for me to come around, okay? So we did clarify that. That will take 6 weeks. As far as how long they're going to be tight with their money because of this situation also... Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 weeks. So that makes sense. So basically, within the week that they're finally going to come in and let go. And I'm doing it based off the streams. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streams of water coming out the cup. That's where I get that number from. And so, yeah, it's going to take 5 weeks. And so, like, if it takes 6 weeks, that means the week in the 2 weeks that you ghosted them, that's going to make them really think about it on the 2nd to 4th week. And it's going to make them get their money together, they got to get their money back up. Once they get their money back up, and then they'll be pursuing you on the 5th week. So that way they can offer you something on the 6th week. That makes sense. So they'll start probably taking you to the movies, or, giving you money to get your hair done, or just loosening up with their money a little bit, not being such a bitter Betty about what happened. And I do understand things do happen in your life with people where you kind of like tighten up and like, I'm never going to do that again. You know what I mean? I'm not going to spread frivolous with that person unless there's a ring on it or no joint accounts until you sure if this is even real. You know what I mean? Because there are people taking advantage of people. And also they got to take accountability, because it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they had like 5 relationships like this before. So you got to really also think about it is like, okay, you've had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people do you the same way. So also you got to take accountability also at the same token. But it's not really the 5 people. From looking at the 4 cups, it was really the last 3 people that did it to them, even though it's like 5 others that did something similar, if that makes sense. But it definitely was the last 3 people that took them overboard, okay? But like I said, they're trying to come back into their power so they can start getting their money together, because they don't want to feel like a fool again. And they already, everything is in reverse. The High Priest is in reverse. The Hierophant's in reverse. They really felt like, they brought they all into these last 3 relationships. And can you imagine like trying to entertain people and like 3 instances happen like back to back to back? I mean, I'm lucky this person is even lucky that they would even be able to, forget about the situation under that 5 week to 6-week term, because typically it takes people years, you know what I mean? But this can also be somebody who just doesn't learn their lesson, though, also, because like I said, it happened with 5 people exactly, but the last 3 people took them out. You know what I mean? So this person just doesn't learn their lesson. Like, that's the moral of the story. It's like a person that keeps getting a DUI. Like, I know I have a baby father like that. He can't even drive right now. Like, some people just don't learn their lesson in life. So maybe this person, after like 5 bad relationships and like 3 horrible ones, towards the end, decided to just, okay, halt. Let me take a breather. Let me take a second. Because this is the type of person that just leaves one relationship and just goes straight into another relationship without thinking it out. Typically, the type of man that moves in with a woman, or typically type of female that moves in with a man too quick, and next you know, your stuff is out on the street. You know what I mean? And then you lost everything that you probably invested in the home. Just stuff like that. Because that could be money spent too. People go into homes, they buy stuff for the home. You might have went into a home and she needed a new refrigerator. He needed a new refrigerator. Or now you spent $800 on the refrigerator. You can't take it with you. You follow what I'm saying? So it could be money invested into a home also. I want to see if I want to clarify anything else as far as because we have the hangman here, and then we have the 3 people over here. So what I want to clarify is, because I feel like this person is entertaining more, even though somebody trying to offer him a cup, which is one serious person. Because there's so many people on this board, I feel like this person is entertaining more than just you and another person. So let me clarify that. There are 2 people waiting for this person to get over the last 3 people. Oh my God. Everything fell. Okay, I'm going to have to step back and give me a second. And cards just keep falling. So somebody is very, very upset because cards just keep falling. Okay, so let's clarify this. And see. I guess I told on somebody. I wasn't supposed to tell on. It was like, tell them how hurt I am, but don't tell them how many people. That sounds like a narcissist. Somebody's dealing with also. So be careful with this person. Because just because you want to offer something to them, like I said, how many people are there? Okay, we got a clear answer. That one came flying out. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. It's basically one pentacle in there, so it's only you. It's only you. Maybe I was getting off track. Maybe I was getting off track of the of what they was actually trying to say. So like, no, it's not that I had multiple people. Like I said, I'm just over people taking advantage of me. I'm over people taking advantage. That's all I keep hearing. Also, and every now and then we'll get somebody to come from the other side. Somebody that has passed away. His name is Steven. I don't know who Steven is. Steven just wanted to say hi because he came through. So whoever is a Steven, we have a Steven here. We also have a Michael, but Michael's alive. So whoever this person, his name is Michael, that's the person that just needs some time to be able to meditate on what just happened or recuperate what just happened with the last 3 people they were with. But definitely a Steven came through, and Michael. A Michael's here. A Sandra or a Sam is here. A Peter, Paul, or Patricia. A Wanda or... Well, I get Wakanda. Who's Wakanda? Like, where would that come from? Wakanda or Willis? Willie Willis. Okay, so those are the names that I got so far. We'll pull one last card, the World card. So yeah, give it a second. It's coming around. This person's coming around. I was mistaken. You're the only one. They made sure they knocked all the cards out of my hands and some off the table. So you're the only one that they're entertaining right now, but they just need some time. So this is a good person. I won't say a narcissist, but they definitely don't take accountability, and they probably just moving a little too fast. They probably need to just slow down. But the world card showing that the person is going to come full circle. Let's get one last love reading from the person, from whoever's in this reading. And if it resonates with you, let it resonate. If the story doesn't, it doesn't. I am not your typical tarot reader. I like to actually just pull out the cards and just chime in with comes to mind for me. I don't go based off the general readings for each card. I go based off what the cards are telling me. I feel like that's the best way for me. This is a collective reading. And there are other readers. If you don't like the way I read, you can go somewhere else. This is how I like to read mine. I like to tell the stories that the cards tell me. This is the back of it. So it definitely could be a man. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So basically the person is like, I just want to be true to myself. When I come to you, I just want to come full circle. I don't want to come, half-ass. I don't want to come to you with still being bitter, which is good because I prefer to just come to me when you're healed. Please don't come to me when you're bitter. You know what I mean? Like, who has time for that? Okay. All right. So now we're going to do, after we did a love reading, I'm going to do a money reading. Let's see what your money is looking like for the month of May, end of May. Let's get a money reading. What's money looking like for you guys? This one wants to come out already. Ooh, tower moment. Some of you guys are having too much of a fun Memorial Day weekend and working on your coins. Having too much fun Memorial Day weekend, you better know that rent is going to be due on the 1st. Okay? The rent is going to be due June 1st. So y'all don't do too much. Try to stay focused a little bit. This one wants to come out too. Okay, the 9 of Wands. So if you're looking at other things to do, you got the 10 of Pentacles. So it's some money coming in. We got the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so money's going to be coming in, as you can see. But you just need to just focus a little bit more moving towards the end of May. Don't spend too much money. All right, don't go out of your way. Learn how to say no. Okay, because you never know, okay, what's going to come through and kick you in your royal behind. And then we got the Ace of Cups, okay? All right, so that's done. That's done for my reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm just practicing now. This is my first reading. I think I did pretty well, especially with I love telling stories, and I love when people come through from the other side. So I do have that a lot. So don't be scared when people come from the other side. It's just people wanting to poke their heads in and say hi to people that they love and their family members. I will be putting my email also attached to this video. So if you want a personal reading, I'm doing personal readings for $20. And that is going to be for an hour reading, okay? And we can look into your love. We can look into your finances. We can look into the future. We can look into anything that you want. And keep in mind, like I said, when I do my tarot, I literally just read off energy. If you're looking to tap in with family members that crossed over to the other side, we can do that as well, to see who's coming from the other side and what type of message that they have for you, okay? So I will be leaving my email so you can contact me directly. It's $20 for an hour reading. What I take is Cash App, I take Zelle, and I do take Cash App, Zelle, and Apple Pay, okay? Oh, I'll probably just leave it to Cash App. Yeah, we probably just leave it to Cash App for now. Because Apple Pay, I'll probably get my number. I'm not ready to get my number yet. I'll put a separate number out. But for the most part, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And welcome to Glam Star Tarot. And I will actually see you soon. I'm a Scorpio, so introduce myself. I am a November Scorpio, November 15. I will do a separate video coming up just for Scorpios. Stay tuned.